With YouTube attacking alternative media, please consider supporting the channel via Patreon for just $1 per month. Link below. YouTube has definitely had just one hell of a year, right? I mean, we're in the area right now where the adpocalypse was first starting to show its ugly head. April of 2017 is when the ads effectively shut down. And people out there were not happy about it. But also April 2017 was when the Daddy 05 incident happened, which drew a lot of attention to the type of content that's aimed at children and how bad it can be. And then, of course, by the end of the year, we had controversy surrounding the YouTube Kids app and all the craziness that has gone into that. The fact that it wasn't human curated, it was algorithm curated, and a lot of crazy things were getting through, like pro-Illuminati and conspiracy theory videos. YouTube has a problem in its hand, especially when it comes to YouTube Kids, which is why this story is kind of interesting in and of itself. So what we have here is YouTube apparently broke child protection laws. It says here they've been accused of violating child protection laws in the US by a collection of 23 consumer child safety and privacy advocacy groups. That's no small number. That's not some woman from Ohio just ringing up YouTube and going like, y'all need to protect the children better. This is 23 consumer child safety and privacy advocacy groups. So there's, there's some stuff there. Now, it says here that the coalition has filed a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission alleging that YouTube collects data from children ages 13 and under. It said YouTube was skirting the law and profiting off of children without parents' knowledge or consent. In a statement, Google said YouTube is not for children, which we know YouTube is not for children. Obviously, the type of crap I talk about all the time is not for kids, man. But it's not going to stop kids from watching. I've had videos of mine be used as educational tools in Australian classrooms in high school. Not even kidding you. That was weird because I swear a lot, or I did. But there are, it's not meant for kids. And we know kids are always going to create a profile and say, are you 13 years or older? And you're like, yeah. Like, how old are you? I don't know. I'm 18, 25, whatever. Screw it. Like, you lied. They're not going to check. They're not going to require you to send in your photo identification to prove how old you are on YouTube. They don't care. But apparently these guys do, because they say that YouTube skirted the law and is profiting off of children without parents' knowledge or consent. And I'm not defending YouTube here, but let's come on, let's be fair. How many kids are on Facebook where you have to be 13 or older to have an account? How many kids under 13 are on there? A lot. I'm pretty sure Snapchat is the same way, right? In terms of the age in order to create an account. So we know kids always skirt around the law on this one, or they skirt around the terms of service. We also know that no one reads the terms of service. Why do you think Kyle had to eat the cuttlefish, right? So there's that. Anyway, it says here that the group has complained, or the group, which includes the Campaign for Commercial-Free Childhood. As a person who lives off of advertisements, I kind of take offense to that. But at the same time, kids don't need to be bombarded with toy ads all the time. Okay. But if I'm being fair, if I'm just going to be the devil's advocate here for a second, Toys R Us is closing all stores worldwide because those advertisements that are aimed at children aren't having the effect. So maybe the Campaign for Commercial-Free Childhood blow lots of hot air and smoke out the ass. Just saying. Just a thought. Go with it. It's on you. Now, they also argue that YouTube does not meet the requirements for the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Websites run for children must inform parents if they collect personal data and must seek parental permission before tracking data about children, all of which are things I 100% agree with. Those are the basic requirements, and Google doesn't even try to meet them. Instead, their privacy policy says that YouTube isn't for children under 13 and that kids shouldn't use it. Well, that is true. And the thing is, and I have to be that person here because now I am a parent and I can sit there and hold myself to a higher freaking standard is basically this. Parents, where is you? Right? I'm from the generation that sat there like, oh, here, just sit in front of the TV, watch Saturday morning cartoons while I go do other things. Like, hey, no, I had that as a kid. Now it's hand him a phone or hand him a tablet. Pop him in front of a TV, pop on the YouTube Kids app or Netflix Kids. All right. Like there are elements that people do to distract their children with content that's good for them, or at least age appropriate, but they're still not actively engaging. Right. And so when you have the Campaign for Commercial-Free Childhood, you're trying to sit there and go, YouTube is bad and shame them. But at no point are saying like, well, the parents should probably take, a wee bit of responsibility here. I just have trouble getting behind that argument 100%. The group alleges that YouTube collects location data and the browsing habits of its users, even if they are children, and uses it to target advertising, as literally does everything else. You ever wonder why you search for Tenga masturbation eggs online and then wonder why it pops up in your Facebook advertisements as a recommended link? Because they all track your data. This is nothing new. All right. That's why parents should be actively involved in all this kind of stuff. YouTube is one of the more popular kids apps or kids websites in the world, and they know it. The CCFC said that's true. It's actually the #2 most popular website on the planet, outside of Google. So yeah, no, I mean, they know it. That's kind of like, that's not like out of date information, right? Saying here, many of YouTube's most successful channels feature nursery rhymes videos, cartoons, toy ads, and other content designed to capture young children's attention. YouTube provides how-to guides for creators making videos for kids. Well, yeah. I mean, like, they do provide guides, but I mean, it's like, here's the thing. Children's entertainment, right? Children's entertainment is a very lucrative thing. Do you think any parent out there really wants to sit down and watch Paw Patrol? I mean, it's Paw Patrol, right? When I was younger, it wasn't Paw Patrol. It was Blue's Clues. All right. Lots of money off of shit like that because of merchandising. All right. We have to sit through that shit. But again, it's up to the parents to like kind of weigh in on this. And also when it comes to YouTube, being able to create this kind of content is what they want you to do. So they make money if you make money. So of course they're going to teach you how to make this stuff. I just find the argument to be dumb. As a content creator, that's a very, very low-hanging fruit argument. Now it says Google knows the kids are there and they're not taking steps to protect them or protect their privacy. No, they are taking steps to better curate content, which is now going to be done through a human eye versus an algorithm. So that's a step forward. But still, if kids are getting online and use, and create an account under the age of 13, what's YouTube to do over that one? Now it says Google said the website is designed for people age 13 and older, and people should be at least 13 years old to register an account. Well, again, unless you're asking for like a fingerprint scan, your social security number, and a photo ID at the age of 13, that information is going to be highly suspicious. It says the company says it has not received the group's initial complaint, but said that protecting children and families was a top priority. And this is something I do agree with. And I think that top priority is going into the hand-picked content for YouTube Kids, the getting rid of the pro-conspiracy, pro-Illuminati videos that were there. And I have a feeling that the YouTube Kids app doing away with that kind of content is going to take out about probably 1/3 of Alex Jones's content. Anyway, it says that we will read the complaint and thoroughly and evaluate if there are things we can do to improve, which is ultimately all they really can do. But it still comes across as a bit of a brush off. Like, we know what we're doing. Get out of here, people who don't want advertisers. You're just pro ad block, right? You're so pesky, that kind of thing. It also said that that it offered the YouTube Kids app specifically designed for children. However, Google has been criticized for using algorithms to curate the app's content. Inappropriate videos have been appearing on YouTube Kids, which is true. They have obviously gone through that problem, but they're working on ways to go around it right now. And then again, it's getting rid of the algorithm and bringing in the human attention. And I honestly feel that if YouTube took more of a human approach to these types of things, that they took more of a human approach to how they handle and curate content and not just leave it to an algorithm, then it might have better results. But the downside to that, and this is the truth here, is that there are 400 hours of content uploaded every single minute on YouTube, which means that in the roughly 10-minute video you're watching right now, there's 4,000 hours of content uploaded, meaning one person. Could you watch that all in one go? I mean, you need computer help for that one, and the algorithm is not perfect, and they're always refining it, and they're always fixing it, and they're always making it better. The thing for that consumer privacy advocacy thing, whatever the hell it is, they don't understand, I think, the way technology works. YouTube is not perfect; it definitely needs to have stuff worked on it. But at the same time, the one word that was missing, I think, out of all of that, in terms from a critical point of view, was the parents. Where were they? Why is it always on the tech companies? Why is it always on those people to be the ones to dictate how things go and to take the hit when things don't work out well? Where are the parents that put the tablets in their hands? Where are the parents that put the phones in their hands? Where are the parents that aren't monitoring what their children are watching? Where the hell are they? And why the hell aren't they sharing a fair amount of the damn blame for what this organization is claiming YouTube has done? Now, look, I may be called a YouTube defender here, or, oh, why are you shilling for YouTube? Because I've always criticized these kind of things. When you have parents coming out saying, video games cause violence. No, they don't. They don't. We know this, that they don't. They go, well, they got to make sure they can't sell them to kids. Well, where the fuck are the damn parents? Right? You know, like, we go see an R-rated movie. A movie, you know, it's just, the kids go see a movie and the parents have to be there to go with them. The guardians, just saying, like, where are the parents? That's my argument here, folks. You want to solve a lot of these problems, don't put it on YouTube. 100%. Go and talk to the parents and go like, why aren't you watching your children? Where the fuck is you? Oh, that's right. You're on your phone in the other room watching YouTube. So they're just mimicking you. It's not one of those after school special videos. Where did you learn to do drugs? I learned it from you. What you just saw was a shorter clip from a longer show. The Rustled Podcast airs every Sunday through Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard on rustled.net. Please consider subscribing to the channel as well as 3 Buck Theater and potentially becoming one of our sponsors at patreon.com/mundanematt. Thank you and have a great day.